Good morning, YouTube and DIYers. It's October 24th? 25th. 24th. Saturday, October 25th. And I'm in the mid-Atlantic states. And we're probably coming down to sort of the end of the, as you can see by the leaves dropping, so the end of the warm season. We're moving into what will be the coldest part of the year for us. And I have a project today. I replaced this hose bib several times now because, well, essentially what I do is I have pull the hose off, I put it away for the season, and then I have a hose bib cover that I put over top, which is basically just styrofoam, and it, quote unquote, insulates the hose bib to keep it from freezing. There is a shutoff valve behind here that is a gate valve, but it doesn't work. It leaks, and even if it worked, there was no drain, so it really doesn't serve a purpose. So I've kind of been struggling with this for years now. So today I'm going to do my best to try to set this up for a proper winterization. I really like the frost-free Silcox, the hose bibs, but I don't think I have enough room back in my basement to install one. So I've got a workaround, and essentially it's going to be it's a quarter-turn ball. I couldn't find one with a drain that was solderless, so I'm also going to do a T with a cap, and hopefully both will be set above this Silcock so that this hose bib, so that when I go to shut the water off, I can drain the water out properly and thus keep my spigot from freezing and bursting. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, let's go over some parts that I'll need for this project. So I started with a quarter turn, half-inch to half-inch ball valve. As you can see, I got the Shark Bite brand. It's the beauty of these fittings are that they're solderless. It's not a compression fitting. It's just a push fit. And I was tempted to go with a soldered connection, but it's really tight back behind. My mechanics sit really behind that hose bib, so it's really, really tight. So I'm hoping that this solution is gonna be better than trying to sweat solder on that pipe, and we'll see. On this setup, I've already kind of got started. I have my T. My plan is the quarter turn shutoff goes first, then my T will be towards the hose bib, and I took a half-inch rigid copper pipe, added it to one end here. Then I took a sort of it's a CPVC connection from the copper line, glued that on, and then it's just a cap. And so this cap will be how I essentially let air in, so it'll purge out the hose bib to winterize it. And hopefully I'm hoping this is all I need to install. You will need some tools, or I'll need some tools. I have a sort of, I guess it's like, what do they call it, an imp pipe cutter. I probably could use a standard one, but again, it's really tight back there, and I can barely fit back there, so I'm kind of trying to grab everything I need in one shot. So I don't want to get back there and find out that it's not going to fit. So I'm going to go with a smaller pipe cutter, and plan is to cut the pipe, install my quarter quarter turn ball valve, and then I think these go. I think they're. I don't know if they're unidirectional or not. I'll have to check that out. I don't think they are. And then cut and install my T. Essentially, that's it. And turn the water back on. So, yeah, let me take you back there. You can take a look, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Before I forget, always want to shut the water off so we don't end up flooding ourselves. So, shut the main off. This is my lowest point, and I've opened the spigots upstairs, so I'll let this drain while we're taking a look at what we've got. Okay, here we are down in the work location, and you can see it's pretty tight down in here. There's the line, and then actually I guess I take that back. My gate did have a drain, but it's broken. So that being said, I had bought another gate valve to replace it, but I think this is going to be easier. Maybe I could have gotten in here and sweated this, but I think it was going to be pretty tricky. I can barely record this, let alone work in here. So that being said, let me set you up. I'll bring you back once I get you set up, and we'll get this, hopefully get this knocked out. All right, I lost you there for a second. Let's try this again. Not like it was all that easy to set this up before. I hope I don't lose the flash again, not the light, whatever you want to call it, because it is crazy dark down here. All right, if I lose you again, I may just have to bring you back when I'm done. But here we go, it's done. All right, it's all cleaned up. So I have to get my, I brought all that stuff over here. I gotta figure out what to do with it. I'm gonna have to do a lot of post-editing, I think, on this one. All right, so let's go start cutting this out. All right. And I don't know if I have a whole lot of, I probably should have brought a Sharpie with me too, because I just realized I'm probably gonna have to measure out that quarter turn. I'm gonna try to give myself a little bit of room. I'll cut it right here. I'm hoping that this will. Is that on there straight? The other thing is I can't really even. This is an awkward position to be cutting in. But alright, whatever. You know what? I'm gonna have to be right back. I gotta get something to stand on. I can't even hardly reach it. Hold on. I keep thinking it's going to be easier to get in and out of here the more I do it, but it just does not seem to be working for me. All right. Well, I don't even know if that's going to work because I can't really even hardly get in here. I guess it's a little better. I'm definitely going to have to clean this up on the post edit because this is probably like watching paint dry. I hope you're in the shot. I can see why it took me so long to
try to tackle this project. This is not the ideal place to work. Well, it certainly is good pipe. Shoot. God damn it. Okay, well, that was pretty horrible. I did get it in. Water is back on. But it was a struggle. There's a plastic insert that it wouldn't line up, and I'm too fat really to fit in here, so I couldn't see it. And I basically wrestled with it for like an hour, hour and a half. So while these push fit fittings are no sweat, they're actually quite a big sweat. All right, that's it. Get out there, get dirty. Good luck. Wish you the best. Smash the like button or subscribe. Love to see the likes and the subscriptions.